Produced by Victoire.
Welcome back, Seekers of the Truth, to another episode of Power and Glory. I'm one of your co-stars, the Master Amir, along with my co-star, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pretty Paul Roma.
As always, thank you for that intro. Hey, listen, I'm still traveling. I apologize, for where I'm at, but had to be here. I know that my Mancini is still under the weather. I think he ate too much cheesecake. No, he didn't do that. But, again, our thoughts go out that, he recovers very fast. And our thoughts and prayers to anybody out there that are fans of ours. And if you're not, we still hope you're doing well.
Yeah, absolutely. And Milso, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the likes. Yes, and share with your friends and family. And yeah, Mario will be back as soon as he beats this. So prayers for Mario to get over this little bug that he's got right now. But Paul, we want to jump right into the episode here because you've got a fascinating tale. Actually, it could have been quite a lethal, fatal tale from the time when you were on the road. And this involves a flight, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to give you the floor, Paul, to tell us about this crazy flight that you had. First of all, where were you flying to and from? Do you remember?
So we were flying from, I believe we were flying from Texas.
Okay.
Yep, I believe we're flying from Texas. Won't say the city that we're going into because we're going to keep this a little vague. Little vague. Yep. We don't want to ruffle any feathers. Yep. So we're all on the flight. There has to be at least 8 wrestlers, minimum 8 wrestlers on the plane. Yep. So we're all on the plane, and this gentleman gets on, and he sits in his seat, probably mid cabin. We take off, and I am sitting just in front of the gentleman. And Ray is sitting the last seat in the back of the plane. So he's on the aisle.
That is Hercules, ladies and gentlemen, from Power and Glory.
Right. He's on the aisle. So he is, I would say, 8, maybe 8 rows from this guy.
Okay.
I'm 2 rows up from this guy. And then the boys are all scattered. The wrestlers are all scattered on the plane.
How old is this guy, Paul, would you say?
He has to be at least, if I recall right, probably close to 30 years old.
30? Okay. All right.
Yeah, probably about 30 years old. Okay. Maybe a little more, give or take.
Okay.
And, again, no big deal. Well, there's a couple wrestlers on the flight that kind of sort of made it a big deal. Mm-hmm. They were hellraisers, to say the least. I don't want to use their names.
Yeah.
This gentleman, he may still hold a grudge after all these years. I know it's been 30 years, but some people never give up and hold a grudge. It's anyway, true. We take off, and I don't think anything of it. Mm-hmm. However, one of the guys comes walking down the aisle towards this gentleman. He drops something. The gentleman reaches over to help him pick it up, reach for it. And it could have been, it could have been just an object like this.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was anything big. But, as a passenger, if somebody drops something and you see it, your first reaction is normally to reach down, right? Okay. Yeah. Well, unbeknown to the gentleman, he reaches down, and when he sits back in his seat, he feels something behind him. He gets up and he goes to the bathroom. Mm-hmm. He comes out of the bathroom with no shirt on. Mm-hmm. And he is very vocal.
Okay.
Somebody had taken what's the nicest way to put this in there?
Crap? Yes, crap. Yes.
Okay. Somebody had taken a crap, carried it to his seat, and when he bent over or forward, I should say, when the gentleman bent forward to help retrieve this item that this other person had dropped, that person dropped the crap behind his back in his seat. And when the gentleman sat back, obviously we all know what happened. It got all over his shirt, all over the seat. He got up, he went to the back of the plane, He took his shirt off in the bathroom, realized what it was. And when he came out of the bathroom, he is screaming that nobody steps on me.
Right, yeah.
Other word starts with an S, but that's what he said.
Yeah.
And then he goes back, say, 8 rows, and he gets into Ray's face, Hercules' face. And now I'm 2 rows up from this guy.
Yeah.
Ray is 8 rows back. Hercules is 8 rows back. I know Hercules doesn't do things like that.
Yeah.
And this guy gets in his face and basically tells Hercules that he's going to shoot him.
Yeah.
Nobody does that to him. So now I get out from where I'm at because, I don't want this to escalate. And this guy says, nobody does that to me. I have a gun. I'm going to shoot you. And I'm like, wow, well, he can't really have a gun because they would have got him when he checked it in,
Yeah.
So I grabbed the flight attendant and I told her, I said, hey, listen, I want you to have police on the ground at the gate when we land.
Mm-hmm.
And she was a little hesitant about that. And I said, no, I'm demanding that you have it.
Mm-hmm.
This guy threatened our lives, all of our lives.
Yeah.
He's going to shoot us.
Yeah.
I said, no. Does he have a gun? I would think not. However, I want the police waiting. So we land and we come off the plane. And sure enough, the cops are right there.
Yeah.
And they cuff him. And his girlfriend is there. I think it's his girlfriend, maybe his fiance, wife. I don't know. But his significant other's there. And she's like beside herself. Can't imagine what's going on. He's losing his mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody, steps on me, blah, 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 blah.
Was he a big guy? Paul, was he a big guy or is he?
He was a decent size.
Okay. Okay.
Size that I recall, was a decent sized guy. So they cuff him. And he is screaming bloody murder.
Yeah.
So the cop comes, towards, and I walk towards the officer. And I said, listen, he threatened to kill us. He says he's got a gun.
Mm-hmm.
And he threatened to kill us. So we all went downstairs, bag claim, and they asked him where his bag was. He's still cuffed behind his back. And he points, there's a point where he said, there's my bag.
Yeah.
They open up his bag and search it, and he had a gun.
Yes.
His bag.
Yeah.
And here's the catch 22. You ready for this?
All right, let's go.
He just got released from jail.
Wow. So he was a nutcase already. Yeah. Yeah.
How do you get a gun? You just got released from jail.
Unless you have bad intentions and you're a bad person. Yeah. That is insane.
Let me tell you, I was when we went to the show, I was over my shoulder.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Not that it had anything to do with the crap.
Right.
But I was still associated with the wrestlers.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't do anything. You know what I mean? But again, when someone gets mad and they start shooting people, I don't think they stop to ask questions.
Right.
Are you involved? No. Are you a wrestler? Yes. Boom.
Did the office ever hear about this story, or this was something that was kept just there?
Here's about everything.
Okay.
The office knew when we got off the plane because we have agents there.
Okay. So
and they radio right in. They get on the phone.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Vincent was they brought everything up to him. Nothing got by Vince.
Were there any reprimands for this incident on some of the wrestlers, or just a
to my knowledge? No. Okay. It was obviously a big, funny, big haha.
Yeah.
Me being a marshal at one time, working in a cell block. I don't think they really knew the gravity of what this meant. How we could have it, probably not them, because Ray was the one who was picked out when he was 8 seats back, didn't do a thing.
Yeah.
But there you go, the innocent person. Who knows how many people he'd have shot back then?
Yeah, because he would have
and the wrong people.
Yeah, because he would have got it at baggage claim, gone nuts in baggage claim, and could have injured young people. It's just a terrifying. But what a stupid thing to do. This is another thing. It always baffles me because I know you, Paul. You're like me. You're focused on the goal. right? It's not about going and partying and all this bullshit that's a waste of time. But like, what a sick thing even to begin with. I mean, what the heck is wrong with these people touching crap? Like this is baffles my mind, Paul.
Well, here's the thing. Um, Back in my day, uh, it was weird. You were frowned upon if you didn't go out and party.
Yeah.
And if you went out and party, that was okay. If you got in trouble, they had to put up, had you pulled out of it, or whatever the case may be. So you were, again, people ask me things, and I tell them, I keep things straight. The only thing I could ever think of that made sense to me was that if I'm pissing away my money,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm always going to need a job and I'm always going to need Vince, right?
Yeah.
Well, if I'm saving my money, I'm saving for the future. I don't really, if Vince tells me we're letting you go, okay, I lost a good job, but I have money in the bank and I'm financially okay. I
Yeah.
could go get a 9 to 5 job, make, say minimum wage, and I'm good with it.
Right. Yeah.
So it took me a while to wrap my brain around it.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this guy spending $3,000 a week putting
Cocaine.
up the cocaine? When I heard that, I was like, "What? I'm not even making that." Like I just started wrestling.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
When they finally gave me a push, and my first week, before I went out for my first week, I sat down and we were all talking in the locker room, and I went, "You put 3,000 a week up your nose?"
Yeah.
And I sat back and I went, "Damn, I don't even make that right now."
Right.
And you're wet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's the only thing that I could come up with. Why would a president of a company
Yeah.
allow this to happen? Only bad could come out of it.
Yeah, you've got to believe that there's some conspiracy involved there. Like you said, keep the carrot dangled. The rabbit needs to keep chasing the carrot, and that's how you control people, Paul.
You will need in my money.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's disgusting, but it's brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah.
It seemed like that was the way it was.
It seems that way, Paul. It seems like
I mean,
you.
I heard
Yeah, sir.
rumors, and I love this guy. I think he was always great to me. He always respected me. I respected him. The Iron Sheik.
Okay.
Somebody told me that he owned 6 Mercedes-Benz, six cars.
Okay. I could see that.
And Mario said he saw his royalty check one day, and Mario was blown away.
Mm.
But here's the thing: that's his prerogative.
Right.
If he wants to buy 12 Mercedes, he could buy 12,
Yeah.
or whatever he wants to buy, whatever the hot car was back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not for. If you're going to come to me and go, "Hey, Paul, listen," or "Hey, Sheiky, listen, you should save your money. You're not going to be doing this forever." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But when you're allowing people, you know full well, you're so aware that these guys are snorting cocaine, they're taking pills, they're drinking, they're just being reckless.
Yeah.
You are the owner, the president. You could stop it like that.
Exactly.
But you elect not to because you want them to need you.
Paul, I think for sure you've just educated our viewers there, because it does make sense. It's common sense wins out. If it walks like a duck, it's a duck. I mean, it's we're bringing you pure logic, ladies and gentlemen, pure fact, pure truth. It may scare some people, but nonetheless, we're going to give it to you anyway. Paul, I think that's a good place for us to leave that episode right here today. Again, I want to encourage all our viewers. We're now got our subscription service now. So if you want to become a member of this channel for just $5 right now for the next 30 days, So only for the next 30 days, you'll be locked in for that number for life. So make sure you sign up. $5 a month, you'll be getting
What's
exclusive.
that like? Is that like a nickel a day? That's a little more than a nickel a day, right? Something like that.
Exactly. It's like
Maybe it's 15 cents.
two
15 cents
cups,
a day.
2 cups of Starbucks coffee in an entire month. That's it.
2 cups.
Yeah, in
Starbucks
California.
coffee is like $8. Oh, really? It's like $8 a cup here.
Oh, really? Dang, dude. Eight?
It's ridiculously stupid money.
Sheesh.
Let me tell you something. Before I forget, I know when Vince watches our podcast, he subscribes. I know he does.
Oh, I know he
So
does.
you all need to subscribe just like Vince.
Yes.
Follow the leader, baby.
Yes. Follow Vince. We know he's a subscriber of our channel. Guarantee it. So, but ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you join us too. Like Paul said, Powerplex, the subscribe button, hit like, share with your friends and family, and consider becoming a member because you're going to find exclusive episodes week in, week out, things that we may not necessarily talk about here on the general channel. So make sure you become a member. Next 30 days, $5 a month. There will be slight increases as per inflation after that. So make sure you get locked into that right now for life.
At least till the end of the year.
There you go. There you go. Exactly. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, from myself, the Master Amir, Paul, I'd like you to say goodbye to everybody.
Thank you, everybody. God bless you. We're so happy that you watch our show, and tell your friends.
Yes, exactly. Tell your friends, keep chasing the power of truth, and we'll see you on the next one. God bless.